guys, come here. Welcome back to Langrisser News from the Future. So right on part 1 of the video, we'll be featuring this new heroine, Poyal, regarding her skill, factions, talent, and 3C. And on part 2, we will be featuring Langrisser for his talent, faction, skills, and 3C. And of course, watch to the end of my video for the translations or the weird translations I did for you guys in regards to the heroes' interpretation of the name of their skills, talent, and 3C. And yup, a very great thanks before I carry on. A very great thanks for information shared and provided by the Langrisser mobile app, So you. And before we get started, I'm not sure how many of you fans are curious about the art and the angle of this character Poyal. To be honest, I definitely get a kind of deja vu image that I have seen this before, and to be honest, I can't remember where it is from, but I am definitely sure, and if you guys guess it right, Lucretia. So yep, apparently they're kind of like at this point they're kind of, how do I say, I guess they're not really putting too much of effort. This is like just a remake of Lucretia's designs into another characters. I definitely am sure that during one of a recurring banner art, there is a picture or an image of Lucretia kind of like leaning in this sideways and eyeing downwards. Is kind of like spying on all humanities. Yeah, this kind of artwork, and of course they kind of remade here with a different type of pupils, and from the kind of the spying look to become more of a innocent and happy look. But of course I do not have the image right now, so I may be wrong. And alright, without further delay, let's get started. So alright, watch to the end to check out for the translations. If you're just tired of me talking, you can just forward the video to the end. Alright, so Polyarul, or well, yeah, it's pronounced as Polyarul, but based on the spelling, it's Polyal. So I'm gonna guess Japan's gonna pronounce as Poryarul. So alright, let's check out her character's art. So again, she is not of natural human being. She's kind of like a natural spirit guardian kind of entity. She's hoof tribed, like kind of like your Minotaur tribe or reindeer tribe. And if you're gonna put it nicely, is the guy's character supposedly might be looking more like a Minotaur, and there's like your monster Musume, where the female characters will definitely look like human. So right, before we go to the talent, let's check out the faction buff. So right, she consists of 3 faction buff: Reincarnation, Yellows, and Darkness. So alright, fans of Yellows, you're in for a treat, because apparently most collab, especially like Gintama, has been using Yellows or protagonist faction buff, and currently I believe it might soon be coming with 3C of Yellow's faction buff anytime soon, I guess. And she will be definitely a great synergy to Reincarnation and also Yellow's, not to mention that the new story arc has been kind of revolving around Yellow's faction. So alright, moving to her talent at rank 6. So alright, it's known as Ancestral Protection. Okay, it's kind of short and sweet, which I definitely like it. So number 1, for each unit 3 rings or circles around you, increase Poyarul attack defense by 6%, and it's a maximum cap at 30%. So this is basically kind of a reuse of Ares 1.0 talent, so yep, okay, short and sweet. And then second is followed by when AoE skill damage due to or more enemies apply a debuff to them, and the debuff effect is reduce the enemy's defense by 20% and will last for 2 turns. And Poyaru will gain the following effect. She will gain immunity and reinforcement effect, which will both last for 2 turns. So she's in a way, based on the text, as you can see, before I carry on, so yeah, just for you guys knowing, she's kind of like a tank character, but with AoE skills, and because of her talent, she will help increase her survivability, and not to mention she'll gain immunity effect, which is kind of rare among tankers. Then also she has reinforcement ability, which is able to heal herself based on 20% of her HP every time she ends her turn. So this definitely greatly increased her survivability. So yeah, though I personally feel that instead of reinforcement, they should give her something similar to Alpha's crystal effect, that every time she maybe take or deal damage, she'll get to heal a certain times of her attack. That will be more efficient, which I'll explain later on as we go through her skills. So alright, we're going to repeat again. So number 1, for each unit, 3 rings or circles around Poyaru increase her attack and defense by 6%. The maximum is being capped at 30%. So in regardless of allies or enemy, as long as there is units, it will increase. And not to mention, they did not exclude summons, so you definitely have a lot of playing methods to come up with. Then number 2, when AoE skills damage due to 2 or more enemies apply a debuff to them, the debuff effect will be reduce their defense by 20%. This effect will last for 2 turns. Then for own buff, Poyaru will gain the following effect. She will gain immunity effect and gain reinforcement effect. This effect will last for 2 turns too. And one thing to take note is that apparently this is very good both in PvE and PvP, because there is no cooldown statement in regards to her buff or debuff skills. So apparently, as long as you cast AoE, you deal to 2 or more enemies, you gain immunity and you gain reinforcement. So if you guys are playing clock and your clock keeps triggering, and you can spam her AoE skills, especially when the map has lots of enemy and you definitely has a high chance of dealing 2 or more, you can keep recycle this effect almost every turn or every 2 turns. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so as usual on this exclusive skills and 3C video, I'll be only talking about the new skills, and 3C only on demo play will be going through on everything. So alright, as you can see, she has a Lancer class, so it's kind of a tanker. So despite she has AoE effects for talent, definitely she has single target skills, and also she has tanker skills. So alright, for her tier 1 third class, Battle God class, so we have the first exclusive skill 1. It is known as Hurricane Whirlwind Dance, or just Hurricane Dance. So apparently it's a physical AoE skills. So alright, are you guys ready? Let's go. So number 1, deal 0.33 times damage to enemies in range. And apparently these skills has both PvP and PvE elements or restructuring depending on the situation.